Hello, this is Michelle Clark. I am your Chem 120 professor. Students often ask me what I prefer to go by, and I prefer to go by Professor Clark. Right now, what I have pulled up is the D2L site. And the reason I have this pulled up is to show you that we will not be using D2L. So, if you log into our section of Chem 120, you'll see that the instructor for this course, that would be me, is not using Desire to Learn. So Canvas is what we'll be using. And please be patient with me. This is my first semester with Canvas, but I already like it a million times better than D2L. I hope your experience is the same. So let me take you over to Canvas. And when I log in, I get my dashboard. And these are the courses that I see. You won't see the same ones, but you will see this one, Chem 120 350, that would be us. So when your home page, when you log in, is going to have this table. And these are just links within the course that take you to different things. So if you go to announcements, you'll see this. And this is my welcome announcement, which you can read through. And if you go back to home, then you'll see the syllabus, course materials, SRC information, modules. Modules is a lot like content used to be in D2L. So that's where all of our content will be. My office hours, meet your instructor, all these different things that you can go through. So when you click on the syllabus, it's going to download it. And so I'm going to open that up. Sorry. Okay. So you'll see my office location, my phone number, extension, email is probably the best way to reach me, office hours, and for this semester. Goes through, gives the materials that you need, and I'll go through those in just a second. But this is our agreement. One of the things that I want to point out, and then I'll go back to our Canvas, to the content on Canvas, is late work is not accepted for this course. Also, if you are not active on Canvas for more than a week, you will be dropped for non-attendance. So keep that in mind. The other thing I want to point out, because I do use faculty-initiated withdrawal, labs. You have to do the labs. So a lot of students balk when they find out how much the lab kit costs. So I have this link off the homepage too. So the eScience labs at home kit is $130. So it is expensive, but keep in mind that this allows you to be able to do your lab from home. And I have had students from all over the world take this course. So $130, yes, it does seem like a lot, but there's a lot of convenience. We used to have this course set up so that there was 4 Saturdays throughout the semester, and it was pretty much a 5 or 6 hour day in the lab. So having the flexibility of at-home labs is huge. So the other thing that's required is your textbook. I intentionally have used an older edition to keep the cost down, so it's $7. I was looking on Amazon. Yeah, Amazon, you can find it, depending on whether it's shipping cost, but as low as $1.19. So keep that in mind. The recommended calculator, I think this is a great calculator because it's not a graphing calculator. So it's not super expensive, but it also allows you, it has this 2-line display so that you can see what you enter, and so you know whether you can see whether you hit multiply or divide, etc. Okay, so back to the course materials. So we have the announcements, the syllabus. Let me go to the syllabus here. This is nice because it gives you kind of the nitty-gritty of our syllabus. Um, Assignments are 15% of your grade. Exams are 50% of your grade. Cumulative final, 15%. Lab reports, 10%. Lab final, 10%. So one thing that I want to point out, the lab reports, and I mentioned this in the announcement as well. Lab reports, you must submit a picture of yourself doing the lab. I will not give you any credit for a lab report without a picture. And I come down hard. I'll even say in the comments, no photo, no credit. So you must have a photo. The reason is because you're doing these at-home labs. I need to know that you're doing them. So keep that in mind. The other thing that's nice about this syllabus section is it tells you what is due, what's coming up. So there's a getting started quiz that's due Friday, August 25th. Then we get into units 1 stuff. So let me go back to the home page. So we've talked about the course materials. I'm going to skip ahead to the modules and go back to Science Resource Center information. So modules, this is going to be where you find what to do for the course. And right now I have the getting started in Unit 1. In order to get into Unit 1, you must complete the getting started task list. So if you click on that and it tells you, I'm going to include a link to this lecture after I complete it. So you need to read the syllabus, you need to read the course materials, you need to read the Science Resource Center information. And the quiz that you need to take is the Getting Started quiz. So the Getting Started quiz just covers everything that I talk about in this lecture and also in the syllabus. So if I go back here, so you can always access modules on the left side of your screen. And by the way, the app for Canvas is so neat. I highly recommend you get the app. That way you can do your work on your phone. It will be super convenient to you. So the Getting Started task list is a lot shorter than your typical unit task list. So you won't be able to see this until you complete the Getting Started task list. And the one other thing about this is when you take the Getting Started quiz, which you can find under quizzes, it's right there. When you take the Getting Started quiz, that will count as your attendance for the first week. So you have to attend within the first week or you will get dropped. Okay, so you get to the Unit 1 task list and you have the due date range. So August 31st through September 7th. Each task list that I publish will have that. And all of the quizzes and homework or labs, homework is not collected, but quizzes will be due. All of those will have the same ranges. So I have some real eager beavers in this class, and I kid you not, they get all their work done very early. And then I have some students who wait until the very end. I understand that too. So this is the range that everything in this task list will be due. Okay, so there's a handout. So if you look at the handout, this is the Unit 1 handout. I will have this for every unit. And then there are lectures. So if you click on the lectures, this is pages 1 through 4. This is always weird when I hear myself talking. If I can get this to go. You get the idea. You can see that I'm writing and you will hear me talking, and I'm writing in that handout that is available. So there are 9 lectures for Unit 1. You know, everybody taking this class is an adult, so I assume that you can figure out a time to watch the lectures and fill out the note packet. I don't want you to hand in the note packet. That's for your records. Once you've watched the lectures, I recommend doing the practice quizzes. You can take the practice quizzes as many times as you'd like. There is also no um, penalty. Like if you get a 20% on a practice quiz, I don't look at that, so you're fine. The quizzes for credit, again, make sure that you've practiced the quizzes and done the homework problems. The homework problems are down here before you take the quiz. There are discussions, so please post to each discussion and respond to another classmate's post for full credit on each discussion. And again, all of this is due within August 31st through September 7th. I will have a labs section, and that will have a link to what labs you're supposed to do and any quizzes that are to be done in that time period. I had some problems bringing it over from D2L, so I'm working with eScience Labs on that. And then after you've done all the quizzes, practice quizzes, discussions, homework problems, these homework problems are from your textbook. This is why I think it's important to get a textbook, and the solutions are here, all the solutions to these problems. Then you're ready to take your exam. The exams are taken at home. You don't have to you don't have to go to the testing center. Please keep in mind that I don't give you very much time for these exams. So be sure that you are ready for the exam. And I have a ton of questions for my exam one. So if you have a friend who's taking the class and you think you're going to get the same questions as your friend's going to get, that might not be the case. So just so you know. Anyways, but the nice thing is you don't have to take the exam at the testing center. So, okay, so go back to modules. After I will have Unit 2 and Unit 3. We have 5 units for Chem 120, so I'll have that all here. Let me see. Grades. You should be able to see, well, I can't. You won't be able to see. I won't be able to show you what it will look like to you, but you can always explore that. All right. Oh, Science Resource Center. The Science Resource Center is a wonderful place. It is a place where we have free tutoring. It's located in a CLB 112. If you can't make it to campus, that's okay because they do online tutoring. They have online tutoring available during the hours that are listed. And you can click on the tutor schedule. So they not only tutor chemistry, but anatomy and physiology and physics if you need to take that. So it's a wonderful resource. Let me see, where am I? Okay, so good to know about that. And my office hours, if you are not understanding something, you'd like to meet face to face, you're more than welcome to, or you can give me a call during my office hours too. We can also do the Zoom meeting where it's kind of like FaceTime. So my office hours, my office is located in GEB 153C. These are my office hours for fall 2017. If they don't work for you, we can set up another time as well. So let's see, meet your instructor. I really love teaching. I love teaching this class. This is me over here. I definitely find chemistry to be challenging, but I also find it very fun to accomplish something challenging. So I hope that you find it to be the same. It is a joy to teach at Johnson County Community College, and I really value all my students. So if there's anything that you need throughout the semester, please contact me. I find that sometimes online students are hesitant to reach out to me, and I want to encourage you to reach out to me if there's something that doesn't seem right, if you're having trouble with Canvas, if there was a quiz question that you didn't understand, whatever it may be, email me, let me know, and we'll work through it. So we have a ton of resources available to you as well. And again, I cannot reiterate this enough. If you thought you could get through this course without the lab kit, you're mistaken. You need the lab kit. So that is a huge part of your grade. Again, we have that policy. So since, and this is like fifth document I've opened like this. But um, if you do not participate in the labs, since lab and lecture are combined for this course, you cannot get credit. So that's our science division policy dictates that. So we have this campus safety information. Be sure to read that. This also is a KCOG aligned course. So what that means is that it should transfer very easily to all other Kansas institutions, which is pretty cool. But this is the grading scale that I was talking about, weighted grades. So I hope you have a wonderful semester. I look forward to working with all of you, and please don't hesitate to contact me if you have questions. So I hope you have a great semester, and I hope you find Canvas pleasant to work with. You know, I'll be patient with you if you're patient with me. So, all right. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and I will hear from you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.